Top of the morning to your friends. Vin here with some Talk Fusion updates. I'm out doing my walk in my Muffy in Buffy neighborhood. There's the tennis courts and the basketball courts and the pool and the Muffy and Buffy. I just heard sirens. It turns out there's on a radio over there. And so I like to give it to people real. I just don't identify with or don't really relate to these uppity folks. Some folks are nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm a working class guy. Background in law enforcement as a first responder as well. NYPD, 11 years. FDNY, 10 years. Come from the working class, saw network marketing as a possibility 17 years ago. Became obsessed, coachable, and hit four home runs, relatively big home runs, good home runs. Diamond in 4 different companies. And I only say that to say that I really poured a lot of my time and my efforts and education into this industry. Network marketing, multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing, social retail, all these ridiculous names. I call it business, and if the math works, right? So that's just how I fall on this one. So we'll talk about Talk Fusion and the updates. Now, along with, just so we're clear on this, along with my wins in business, I've had more losses in business. And I think it's important to know what works and know what doesn't work. I think knowing what doesn't work may be more important because, you know, the older we get, at least I'll speak for myself, the older I get, the more valuable my time is. So, you know, monetarily, home-based businesses are not a risk. As a matter of fact, no one goes bankrupt from it. For the most part, any type of normal business opportunity. You know, there are companies that have starter packs up to $1,000 and $3,000 and $150 a month auto ship or $200 a month auto ship or $100 a month auto ship. And that's all well and good, but that's not going to really break a person, right? It's their financial habits. So it's about time. Where are you going to spend your time? Now, back years ago, I had heard of Talk Fusion. I had a few people reach out to me about it. I was committed to a company I was involved with years ago, and I didn't look into it. I didn't understand it. And as time went on, I was looking more, as companies went in and out of momentum and in and out of business, like companies do. And that, by the way, it's not exclusive to network marketing, but whether it's an acai juice, a mangosteen juice, like all the different trends, the juices, the weight loss coffees, the eyelashes, the skin cream that makes your wrinkles go away, instant youth, the, you know, last few years, then it was the protein shakes and the weight loss systems. Then it was the collagen, the liquid collagen, and then the peptides. Then the cryptos hit, the cryptocurrency, the Forex trading, all these different deals. And now what it is, it's this Ozempic type of shots. And there's a lot of different things in between. And look, if a trend is your friend, if you hit it right and do the right work, and you could make exceptional income. One of the things I like about Talk Fusion and what really attracted me to it is a lot of the things. So that, you know, there's an update. I want to give you an update on it because people are like anxiously waiting for the launch of Talk Fusion. Now, I saw the concept finally of Talk Fusion. I said, oh man, this is going to solve a lot of challenges I've had over the years, because if you've ever been in a network marketing company that's gone in and out of momentum or in and out of business, or you've had legs of teams of people that have left, and then also so many people that want to learn, like, how do I prospect people? How do I recruit? How do I train? Where do I find everything? I mean, there's a lot of things that are required there and demand there. And at the same time, companies have their system and all the things that are tied to the company. But if the company goes out of business, if anything happens to the company, there goes your network, there goes your business and everything else. So I've wanted to have a CRM system, which is a customer relationship management system. So I've tried, and I have Aweber and Constant Contact and things like that. I've used ClickFunnels, and I still do, like ClickFunnels and High Level, System.io, things like that. I learned over the years that generic is important, like a lot of things. I'm not going to get into every a whole weekend of GoPro here or whatever. I'm just going to say like why I liked Talk Fusion, why I'm attracted to that, why I think it can be just an incredible opportunity. And I have other videos on this, by the way, and watch the other videos because I can't get into all of it right here to really create the mindset to understand that this is something that you can like layer over any business. And as a matter of fact, you need to. So when I saw Talk Fusion, I said, oh, this is great. I like the video concept of sending out to a list, whether it's 10 people, 100 people, 10,000 people, and knowing exactly who clicked on it, who watched it, how much of it they watched, and how many times they watched it. So those are really important metrics in knowing who your customer is, knowing who's interested, and really it acts as a funnel to see who comes out the other end, who should spend time with, and in a variety of different ways. But let me just talk about the launch of Talk Fusion. I don't want to make this rant an overview. I just want to speak about the updates. Now, I've done some videos on it, just a few, and then I stopped. I saw Talk Fusion in February of 2025. It was supposed to launch in April. Well, we were told it was going to launch in April. We were never given a date. And so I was like obsessing on all the Zooms. I was on 2 or 3 Zooms a day, watching it. And then then what happened was March 26th, I was invited down to Bob Rayner's house, the CEO and owner of Talk Fusion. And I was expecting to see a product or a demonstration of the product. This was March 26th. We were told it's going to be April, and I was excited. I was like, listen, I drove all the way there to Florida, and then Bob and Christy, I can't say enough. Listen, very, very nice, very cordial. Bought me dinner the night before, bought me a hotel room, paid for a hotel, and then served us lunch at their beautiful palatial estate in Florida. So I'm very grateful for that. However, at that meeting, there was no talk about video email. And I was like, all right, well, this is great to meet everybody and all, but I'm getting busy. I'm busy in life. I got stuff to do, Here's what I don't like about MLM. The over-edification BS hype crap. I'm just not into it. Maybe it's my Northeast, whatever it is. I'm not into that over-edifying. Oh, these people are the greatest people ever. They got the key and the lock of success. They completely handle everything. They're so wonderful and we love them. And the whole like, oh, well, we're just one big family. Stop. You could say that all day long. I'm not into that shit. I have a family. I have a beautiful wife, 4 kids, and now we're growing that family, right? They have their girlfriends now. And it's like, that's family. Like, family to me it's a big word you're throwing out there. And especially if you've been around network marketing before, you know that some companies will say, oh, we love you, we're your family. And then, like, if you don't bow down to the company, they're like, well, now we hate you, we're going to sue you and cast you down with the sodomites. Family doesn't do that. So let's stop the over-edification. This is 2025. Let's stop the insanity. Oh, we love him. We love her. They're so great. They're the most wonderful. Listen, they're very nice. Thank you so much. You bought me dinner. And from what I see, you guys really know what you're doing. First of all, your success. And you have a good track record in business, right? You have, Talk Fusion was a big success. And then there's Kawari, I believe. And so, great. That's great. That's why I'm here, right? I don't want to get in business with people that don't understand success, but I'm not into the whole, to me, it's hype and it's nonsense, and I can't even, stomach it. I want to fast forward through a video. Let's do a 3-hour friggin' edification, 20 minutes. I want to tell you how this person walks on water, and even with the leaderships. Listen, it's very simple. You say, hey, listen, this guy's had a lot of success in businesses, companies that have been successful in the past. This project looks like it's something we can really work with. And to do this presentation, here is such and such, and they've had a lot of success before. You're going to want to listen to what they have to say, and they're going to definitely bring value. So sit back, grab a notepad, and let's get started. Stop the holy, this guy is one of the greatest fathers that I've ever seen, but you don't even know. Anyway, I think I covered that to nauseam, right? So there's that. But it's been, so now I brought in like 25 people, 25, 30, but then I stopped. I was going to, because I'm starting to get, everyone's saying like, well, when is it starting? And the whole, like, it's a tech company, but I got to create paper apps. I'm like, kind of like, and then it's like, I've got to do them over, and then they lost the apps, and then I'm like, dude, come on. So my 25, I'll have to revisit them. It's turned to like 6 or 7 people that are like plugged in, and which is fine. Like, listen, you do you. And again, like anytime you see a presentation, it's like some people aren't interested. It's like, you know, when they say after a presentation, are you a 1, 2, or 3? 1, I like what I see, but I need more information. 2, I want to be a customer. Or 3, I'm ready to get started. Like, there's that. So if it's 1, you have no interest in it at all. That's fine. That happens. In fact, that happens more than it doesn't happen. You have 0 interest in it. I don't need it. Great. Then there's a 2, which is like, I like what I see, but I'm going to wait until they launch. I'm going to wait. Can you send me an email? Like, send me a video email. I've had friends say that. So what am I going to do? Be like, well, it's not there yet. And, you know, they're such great people, and they're great. I'm not going to get into that stuff. I'll send you an email, because the reality is, if it's not a good product, then there's no business anyway, right? You know, I mean, at what point are we going to start calling a spade here, right? And listen, by all the way I'm looking at it now, it looks like this could be a walk-off home run. Like, and I'll tell you why in a second. Another reason why, like, the market is, there's no niche here. The market is just unstoppable. I'll give you some examples. I mean, you could, if you focus on this business, you can bring value to your own life, make everything easier in life, have all your friends. Listen, have you ever had a phone book where you write your names in it in it's alphabetical order, and you have, you know, Aunt Patty and Cousin Kelly and Cousin Michael and my friends from work? And why don't you just have them in a CRM system, and it's in the press of a button, right? So even forget business partners, forget that. Just having your life organized is so much easier to have a customer relationship management system. How you doing? There's another Muffy and Buffy guy. Hey, how you doing? It's a heck of a day, isn't it? Let's talk about the weather. Yeah, I know it's hot. It gets hot every year at this time. I can't believe how hot it is. Really? I could believe it. It's the end of June. It's like almost July. I'm literally in the South right now. Like, I'm from the Northeast. We moved to the South because we made all that money in network marketing, the pyramids business. And so, but anyway, I digress. So, organizing your life. Put it this way, if Talk Fusion had no MLM attached to it, I would definitely use it, because I already use other softwares and memberships that don't have a business opportunity attached to them. So I use them because it creates value, right? And so I would use Talk Fusion just for relating with the team, even if it was just for me. You know, sending your cousin a happy birthday, Merry Christmas to a certain group. I'm a retired cop and I was a fireman. Like, my civil servant friends, we have a slightly different sense of humor than other people. So there's some videos I can download that I can share with those friends specifically to that list. Does that make sense? Right? People that are into fitness. So as of yesterday was an update Zoom. And that update Zoom, Bob said tentatively July 17th. Right? So listen, I don't like to even say the word excited, because it's like, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to having something that'll simplify my life. Video email. And having it one place. And like for $20, depending on your package, $20, $30, or $40 package, the one-time upfront that's minimal. That's something that's very affordable, very doable. It falls into the membership space, the subscription economy, which is a whole thing we could talk about, because that's what's trending, right? That's what's in now, subscriptions and memberships. So why not have a membership like this, right? So let me just give you an example of how, because I'm going to build it to Blue Diamond, even if it's not my primary focus. And Blue Diamond is a minimum of, how you doing, sir? Good morning, how are you? God bless. So Blue Diamond is a minimum on the binary of $12,500 a week. And that alone is $50,000 a month, but that's not even including check match and everything else. So I think there's a massive, if the product is as effective as it should be, and I think it should be because of Bob's track record, right? Because it was so successful in the past, and also, listen, because the quality of the leadership that is involved. Like, I know I sound like I'm like over, knocking leadership and these old school gurus, but the old school gurus do know what they're talking about too. Let's just be real. My lineage is I am personally sponsored by these gurus, and so. But why are they here? You get some people that have been around and have made $50, $80 million, like literally. So they're not messing around. And why are they here? It is unique. But here's what I'm going to just throw this out there. Let me just give you an example. First of all, network marketers are a major target. Because if they don't have a tool like this, there's 100 reasons why they should. Just for create exposures, increase exposures, have better exposures. I mean, let's do this. For a network marketer, what are your things to do? Like, you build a list, you contact and invite, you show the plan, you follow up. You get people started and plug in, right? The basic system. So let's just say you have a list. You want to speak to someone. Here's the pitch. And this is if you're selling collagen, weight loss, legal, home goods, whatever it is, all right? And or anything. But I'm going to focus on network marketing for a second because you want to create an exposure. But how do you get someone to look at something? If I say to a friend, Joe, hey, Joe, do me a favor. There's a Zoom meeting on Tuesday night. I would love to have you there. Can I count you in as a person that's going to show up, right? That's a big ask for Joe. Because Tuesday night, Joe's going to be like, do I want to go on? I got to do my friend Vin a favor, but do I want to go on a Zoom? Do I want to bother people? Do I want to do this to people, right? I don't even go on Zooms that I want to go on a lot of times. My wife and I would be on the couch. Hey, you want an ice cream and let's watch a Netflix? Yeah, actually, that is what I want to do. So inviting people to a Zoom is not always convenient or easy. It's just not. But if I say, hey, Joe, bro, you're so busy, my man. Do me a favor. What's your best email? There's a new project I get started with. I'm going to send you an email. And you watch it because you're busy. You watch it when you want to watch it. What's your best email? Do you think Joe's going to give me his email? I'll be like, oh, I don't even know. Which is more of a commitment? Joe giving me his best email, or me asking Joe or me asking Joe to get on Tuesday night? Like, which one's bigger? So there's that. Okay. Now, another thing too, I don't want to get off of network marketing or anything, but you could say to your friend Joe, who's not in network marketing and he's not a prospector, he's just a friend. Say, Joe, listen, I'm putting together my digital Rolodex. I want to organize my life. I just want to put everyone that I know and love and everything else into a CRM system, into like a digital Rolodex, so I can, communicate that way. What's your best email? Sure, Ben. I put it in. I got Joe's birthdays. It automatically sends it. So the convenience is there. But back to network marketing a second. Let's just say now, what's your job? What's your IPA, income producing activities? What do we do? We list, invitation, presentation, validation, follow up, like get people started, plug in. That's basic steps in every company. You can go to a GoPro event in Vegas and every leader is going to say the same thing, right? And of course you have to have a why. You have to. Goals and commitment to that, and that's it, all right? But the revenue producing activities, IPA, income producing activities, list, invitation, presentation, follow up, right? And validation, plug in, get started and plug in. So now we send Joe. Now we could do that with a lot of people now, right? I have my list. Let's go through my list. Joe, what's your best email? That could be your text. Thanks, bro. Gonna send you an email. When you get a chance, take a look. New project. So email number 1 is product, right? This is network marketing 101. If you're selling collagen, it doesn't matter what you're selling. Weight loss is the product, benefits and features of the product. Video number 1. Video number 2 is something about the company. Video number 3, an interview with some leaders or people with a testimony. Video number 4, compensation plan and why it's great timing. Video number 5, a something else. You know, you could put why you're so excited. Or that's basically that amount of exposure is what you need anyway, right? Let me take this off my crazy head today. So, you know, people don't buy in the first. That's another thing. But calling Joe for Tuesday night Zoom, if Joe shows up and watches the Zoom, now what? I got to go stalk Joe? Joe, what you like best? We had a little interruption there. And so, but anyway, so it's just more convenient for that. Now I'll know if Joe watches it. I'll know everyone on the list that I sent the information to who watched it, when they watched it, how much of it they watched, and how many times they watched it. Who's it convenient for? Everyone. It doesn't cause any weirdness with Joe or any of your friends. You send them an email, for goodness sakes. It's not, even when you send someone a text, which you can do with TalkFusion, you send a text, a DM, same thing, same link, same analytics, all this stuff. But what I like about email is no one knows I'm watching it. For the well, you think they don't, but TalkFusion you do. But it's like I do it in the morning. I have a cup of coffee. I look at some emails. Maybe I look during the day. Or if I get an email, I go. I get a notification. I know. All right, I got an email. I'll watch it when I get around to it. I know it's there. I'll go back when I'm convenient for me. Maybe, you know. So that alone. And the last thing I'll say is this, because this is saying a lot here, is here's an example. Let's just say your niche is chefs. I have a buddy, my buddy Tommy, just a great guy. And he is joined TalkFusion, and his niche is he's a chef. And he's a funny guy. He's a friend, you know. He's a good guy. And so he wants to, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'll be with you in 2 seconds. So yeah, I definitely want to talk to you. What are you going to the pool? No, I saw you. Oh, okay. So, all right, you know, let me do this. Let me go and talk to a friend of mine here. And anyway, there's a link below. You can click to learn more. And if you need anything, you let me know. And that's the update, the TalkFusion update. Let's go do it.